All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the show. My name is Sincerely George, and this is your XRP Community Update. So, I don't, what am I showing here? The Google front page. Yeah, getting started, excuse me, getting started by chatting it up, right? So, I just want to say a big thank you to the people that were here early. I wish I could just sit in the chat with Ahmed, Baba, and um, oh goodness, pre-pro tuck. I'm gonna get it right, have it memorized soon, but I can't. There's so much going on, so I will be back there in a minute. So this morning, I want to highlight Leon. I'm just going to call him Leon instead of destroying his name. As our community member of the day, community spotlight. Leon is actually a pretty active developer. He's actually a developer, I believe, in the community. He runs the website XRP Arcade. We talked about the survey that came out, I guess it was in June, and was running in the community, and that was the one that we were looking at yesterday that told the demographics of what's going on in the XRP community, um, or of who's in the XRP community. He also has put out, let's close that, come over here, about 18 hours ago, he has this introducing the XRP Arcade Tipper page. Here you can learn more about Tipper and claim 0.01 XRP every 24 hours. So I was intrigued, but more importantly, I bookmarked it. I haven't actually had a chance to really look into it deeply. But for anybody who has a website, the Tipper, let me just read it here. The Tipper utilizes Weast Winds XRP Tip Bot, a very popular bot app that is being used widely in the XRP community. Website owners can use the tipper to attract traffic to their website or specific page they wish to promote. They can set the amount of XRP they wish to tip, the frequency of the tip, and the task. You can view this tipper source code here. So one of the great things is if you are a content creator who is creating web content, articles, and such, you can actually put the tipper into your article or into your website so that people are able to drop a tip after they've read. This is really cool and just one more way that content creators can start looking at monetizing their content and receiving payouts with XRP. So I thought that was really cool. Um, I know a lot of the people that joined me in the morning were not able to attend, but last night's XRP Community Decides was a ton of fun. I wanted to give you guys a quick update. This is what Bob will be going in. He will be going in one pair of ears. I got all this yesterday and I sent it off to him. So he will be wearing green ears. I got the ears so you guys could see what they look like. Um, a cape. So we have to find a way to put XRP because it's an XRP cape, and a tutu. So these are the items that ended up getting the highest feedback. People voted for these. We did it as democratically as possible. I wish more people in the community were there because we would have had more votes. But from the people that did show up, it was a lot of fun. I appreciate them showing up for Bob's stream. His face was priceless on some of the things. Um, Tina Hall recommended, she was actually the instigator for me, driving Bob to work with me and do a live stream so that we could see his face for all the different community decide items. And when she put naked in the stream as what she wanted, the look on Bob's face was priceless, absolutely priceless. He was just like, oh no, no, revenge, payback is horrible. So if you didn't get a chance to check it last night, I would recommend going out and checking it out today. Excuse me. How do news commentators not clear their throat? I always wonder that. I'm going to have to research that this weekend. So it was a really fun event. And with that one is done. I can focus on something else. It took a lot of energy just trying to think up things around it. So things are heating up in the crypto world in general. The Justice Department is suing a crypto exchange for laundering ransom funds. For some of you that might not know, a lot of cities around the United States have been held hostage by ransomware, right? Pay us, $5 million in Bitcoin, and we will give you access back to your servers. So the U.S. Justice Department is actually going after BTCE, which is a Russian-based crypto exchange for laundering some of that hacked ransomware money. The suit filed last week in the Northern District of Columbia. It is Friday, I can tell. The suit filed last week in the Northern District of California seeks more than 100 million in penalties from the Russian-based digital currency exchange BTCE and Alexander Vinik, one of its chief owners and operators. Prosecutors say Vinek and BTCE are charged with failing to register with the U.S. Treasury's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, as a money service business. I didn't realize that FinCEN had global operation, but this was a really interesting article, and I think it really speaks to this new age in the digital asset space where the authorities are here. If you're not playing by the rules, they are going to be upset and come after you. So let's keep moving on. I want to, as you can tell, this is sort of a everything hodgepodge, but I want to remind everybody about thru. I did take a look at this, and I just want to remind you that for their old software, so the old app, the old desktop application, they have turned off the ability to do withdrawals with that. So if you are out playing around on thru this weekend and wondering why things aren't working the way you expect, it could be because you're using the wrong version of the app. So down here, this was released on July 30th, 2019. In order to strengthen the security of asset withdrawals, we updated our withdrawal process on July 25th and added email verification codes. Users now need to verify in 3 ways, using the PIN code, the email verification code, and the Google verification code, or SMS verification. Note, withdrawals are not available anymore. We will stop withdrawals of the old version of thru app at 6 p.m. on July 31st. So that was 2 days ago. So I know some people are not out there on the exchanges on a daily basis. This is a heads up. If you hear anybody out there complaining that they're having problems doing withdrawals from thru, get them to check the version of their thru application. All right, Brad Garlinghouse is in the news. When is this man not in the news? So this is actually old, but I found this. I'm not sure why just because it's Brad. I love Brad. Applauding UK regulators, the FCA, for providing clarity and leadership on the classification of digital assets. They recognize ETH has the features of hybrid, exchange, and utility token, not a security token, and calls out similarities between ETH and XRP. So I know why I picked this, because I was looking at the price this morning and I was like, what the heck is this? Why is BTC up? Why are other digital asset prices up? And XRP is just sitting there totally stable. It's got me confused. It doesn't have me confused, but it does have me in this feeling of just like, what about us? What is going on? So that's what I really want to talk about today as we sort of drive into the community section where we have more yucks and conversation. And yeah, so on that note, let me go over to the chat and see who's here. Ahmed Ali was the first one in with a massive hello, followed by Bubba Shites, Pre-Pro Tuck, and Lily. Lily, awesome to have you here. Leonel, good morning. No longer out there giving tours to people, I guess. Something clever, good to have you here. Chris Lingham, pleasure to have you here. Lily, I think I called you out, but super happy you are here. I look forward to hearing from you. And XRP Angel Connie, fantastic to have you here. Dansky, Flora, oh, you made it. That's fantastic. Calvin Knight, oh, thank you so much, Calvin. Princeton Hunter, pleasure to have you here. Tina Hall, oh my goodness, that woman is busy. I was talking to her yesterday about her schedule, and I was whining about mine. I'm so tired. Oh my goodness, what a day. Oh, I have a headache. And then she gave me what she did for the day, and I was like, all right, way to shut down a whiner, like right there. I'll stop whining. And I think we are at the end of the chat. So my big question to you guys is, what the heck? I can look again, but XRP's price point is 31 point something, right? It has not broken 32 cents yet, but 31.5, that's what I thought it was. And BTC is over 10K. So I know there's probably some people that are discouraged out there. I'm actually not discouraged. I'm just a little peeved, right? Frustrated. We have an awesome digital asset. We have our front man here, Brad Garlinghouse, out there on the street talking to all the right people. We've had the discussions with the regulators. So I just don't get it. Kev Mills, Ripple's nut peanut butter. Okay. Is that why? Is that the reason why we're having these problems? So I'd like to hear what you guys are thinking, right? Is it the world's best stable coin because it is staying at the same spot? Is it because there's price manipulation going on? You guys teach me what is going on. Why what should I be saying out on Twitter this weekend as to why people should just hold on, it's going to be okay. You know, I don't know. I just don't get it. So this is another thing, right? So RippleNet member Remit enables B2B payments into China. So we have another corridor open into China, a way to send money from around the globe. And we still, and for people that are new, because I've been inviting people to my channel, people who are not necessarily XRP community members. And what XRP is it is a digital asset or a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin that enables people to send money faster, cheaper, and more quickly, right? So the cost of sending funds using XRP is like pennies on the dollar. It's less than a cent if I do it peer to peer. And maybe we will do a demo of that going on. I can show you how to do that. And it arrives in minutes. It's not even minutes, it's seconds. But for somebody who's processing it for it to go from their back office out to being able to hand it to you on the street, it could be a couple of minutes. But the thing with Bitcoin is it can take hours, sometimes even days. When you go to MoneyGram or Western Union, you're talking about having to wait days for money to get there, and you're paying a lot more. Like you're paying $10, $7, $20 to send money home. So a lot of the people in the chat are really here because XRP is makes it a fast and easy way to transact in money. So Ripple, you'll hear me talk about Ripple as well. Ripple is the company that is really working with banks, governments, money remittance companies like MoneyGram around the globe to spread the good news and implement their software. They're a software development company, so they're implementing their software in all these different places around the globe to enable these companies to do money transfers a lot cheaper. So think about it, you go from a $20 amount to send money from let's say Nigeria to the UK, or from the UK to Nigeria. And then on the other side of it, you could use a Ripple enabled partner and you could send money in, faster. It would be there right away and you could send it for a couple of dollars, right? So that's the difference that we're talking about. And that's why we think XRP is such a transformational digital asset. So regulation, Bubba Shipe says regulatory clarity is what we are waiting on before XRP moons, in my opinion. I completely agree. I think that regulation is one of those things that has people standing on the sidelines at this point. And I really think that once we have regulatory clarity, like what's blocking regulatory clarity? Why are they dragging their feet on this? And one of the reasons that I think that they're dragging their feet is because you have so many lobbyists in Washington that are speaking in their ears, wanting to hold on to the old system of doing things. So, yes, good morning. And Lionel says, Bob, get an XRP tattoo. So we didn't put an XRP tattoo on him. SW, I see that you are here. Bob Moneybags, I have created a picture. Let's go back to that for a second. So the XRP community raised 3,000 XRP. As we were talking about earlier, XRP is 31.5 US cents today. And we raised 3,000 of them for a gentleman to bike in this specific outfit. We've got green ears, a green tutu, and this blue magic cape. It's actually going to be an XRP cape. The community decided that it was a blue cape, and he's going to bike 50 miles in Ohio in the US to show support for XRP. It was a really fun show last night on the Bob Moneybags channel. And yeah, it was really a lot of fun. I want to appreciate everybody who showed up there. I see that some of them are here. Leonel, where were you? Huh? Where were you, Leonel? This was like the place to be. You could have said Bitcoin is going to zero. You could have put him in, anything, but you chose to be somewhere else, honestly. Kev Mill says, seems like a piece of the puzzle not fully in place yet. Once whatever it is in place, happens, all other factors will affect the price. Only think I can think holding Ripple back, but guessing here. Yeah, I think that's an interesting perspective. No clicking of the tongue. I have to remind myself. I think that's an interesting perspective. And, I have a squirrel talking in my ear in regards to what's going on in the community and, what is really happening. So earlier this week, the US Fed lowered the interest rates again, which is going to create a small boost to the economy. But in catching up on my financial news, very lightly, very, very lightly, I also saw that Trump also levied, I think, another. I don't know. I don't want to quote numbers because people will say you're wrong. You're wrong. It was that. But he just levied higher or more tariffs on China against additional goods, and so the market was down on Wednesday. On Thursday, it was up after the Fed cut the interest rates, and then it went down when Trump tweeted out about applying more tariffs to China. So I think that changes in the economy, along with regulation and businesses looking to tighten their belt around how they're running their business, right? Imagine the amount of back end people that you can get rid of when you can get rid of, everybody that's trying to double check and triple check that to make sure that a transaction that's going to be going through Swift is done properly, right? So I think regulation is a big piece of the puzzle, along with, a better understanding of who's in and who's out. Um, Coin is XRP, very generous, Bob. 10%, I think, SG. 10, I think it was 10%. Trump's new China tariff. Yeah, spell. And yep, 10%. You are completely right. Ding, 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 ding. SW is up on her financial news. Right on. Congrats to you. Not only do you enjoy the beach as much as me, but you are also up on your financial news. I found this. I thought this was a great, relaxing reminder for everybody to get out and enjoy some nature. I want to remind you that looking at an exchange UI and looking at the price change is not nature. It might feel like it, but neither is Twitter, right? Being in the wilds of Twitter is also not nature. So, what are you guys going to be doing this weekend to have fun? Um, Tina Hall says, Bob, you're a good sport. I love to tease you. Yeah, Bob Moneybags is a fantastic sport, and I'm really excited for him to do this. I'm really excited about what what Bob and RTB have been able to do. They're trying to do great work for the community by helping bring us together, help us identify good things to invest our XRP in, and yeah, just bringing us together for fun. We wouldn't have, you know, the community decides challenge without Bob. It's all about him. So Baba Shipe says, want to hear a crazy bet I'll make with you? I bet China trade war is over by next Monday morning. Watch for the epic run in the crypto then and in the worldwide market next Monday morning. Okay, Lionel, did you just hack Baba Shipe's account? I'm willing to take your bet, man. Yeah, because I want you to be right. Please be right. I'm so like, can I make the bet just so it happens and it comes true? Like that would be fantastic. Um, Lionel says UK provides regulatory clarity for XRP on Tuesday. All right, I'm telling everybody to go out into nature, and I just can't wait to go and hang out on Twitter. I feel like I'm going through withdrawals. Talking about withdrawals, my coffee maker broke this week. I was thinking about it while I was brushing my teeth this morning, and I realized that's probably why I'm feeling so tired and having headaches, is because I'm going through caffeine withdrawal. Yeah, which is the truth, considering how much coffee I make. Um, Yep, that is Lionel. That is our man in living color. And oh, I wanted to bring this up as well. I don't know if you guys saw this. XRP Michael B posted this, so I saw it in my tweet stream this morning. But this will bring more widespread attention to cryptoverse, megacorps pushing blockchain into the mainstream, and hopefully kicking the regs in the butt. Walmart wants to patent a stable coin. So we're already in the community talks. We're on Friday already. I'm not going to go read this, but this, the fact that so we have Facebook saying, "Hey, we have a stable coin. Woohoo! Come talk to us." And then the regulators are like, you should cease and desist." Now we have Walmart. "Hey, we're over here. Come after us." It's going to be a game of whack-a-mole for regulators as these different companies come out. I think that with the Facebook hearings, it was like, okay, and so they aren't really doing anything. They're going to divide them up. They haven't started that process yet. I guess there's no penalty. So here comes Walmart. So this is something that you might want to look out, retweet. Um, and let's go see what Lionel is doing this morning. Lionel, I've missed you. Like, here's our guy, right? I've missed the Bitcoin to zero updates. Oh, you are. Oh, I didn't even know you did this. Okay, but I've missed you. Where have you been? Where have you been? I need some of your hilarious. Yeah, Lionel has not been very active. What is up with that? Lionel, where are my Bitcoin to zero? Where are my Bitcoin to zero tweets? Like, Bitcoin's up like 5% this morning, and you are not out on Twitter making people go, "What? What? What's up with XRP? Why isn't it up yet? Make it go up. Make it go up." Chris says, "I don't have any issue with stablecoins as long as XRP is the bridge." I completely agree. I think one of the goodness. It's Friday. It's been a long week because I haven't had coffee. I'm drinking tea. I love tea, but I'm drinking tea. I usually drink like a liter and a half of coffee a day. It's weak coffee, but it's my version of water. Um, so, but I think that stable coins are going to, most a lot of the Western world monetary systems are already digitized. When your payment processors or the company you work for sends your check to your bank, that's all being done digitally. When you then take the money that's been deposited into your account and spend it using your debit card or your credit card, it's all digital. It doesn't become paper money until you take it out and have something you can sniff and smell and touch, right? Then we're talking about paper money. So a large portion of the financial system is already digital. So really, we're talking about taking it to that next level where, one country can now transact with another country or send money to another country, and we don't have to delay for, all of the, oh, well, do you have an account over there? Do you have Nostro Vostro agreement set up? It's a global, I want to send XRP to you. Here's XRP. We both know the value of it. It's internationally determined. It sends right away. I don't need an account. I just need your address to send it. So it really changes the way we look at things. RTB Duchy says, "I'm here but can only listen." That is fantastic. David D, look it up. Okay, David D, Walmart tried to become a bank in 2007 and it didn't end well for them. Congress, DOJ said no. I think Facebook faces severe reg hurdles in the US and Europe. It will be severely delayed if it makes it at all. Yeah, I remember hearing that Walmart wanted to become a bank, and that was, I think, before they actually had banks on site. You know what I mean? So they were like, we're going to enable banking, and so they have deep partnerships with banks, and they want to be in this space. So we say it won't end well, but if the government doesn't, shape up and provide some clarity, they're going to keep getting ideas from these large companies that are like, I see that digital assets and cryptocurrencies are really on their way to take off. We should get in and get ahead of the pack before all these new companies have a chance to get ahead of us. So I think it's going to be really interesting. And as um, as Ripple mentioned in their open letter to Congress, don't paint all digital assets with the same brush. You need to look at each one as its own unique case, and I think that's going to be the case for the XRP. I'm sorry, for the Walmart trying to get in and create their own stablecoin. But in this regard, this is where I think that India may have been ahead of the curve, but I don't think they're ahead of the curve all in all. I think they're ahead of the curve in regards to, companies and people trying to use something other than government money as the primary way of doing commerce within their borders. And if you look at stablecoins that are created by companies, so you have Facebook and Walmart that want to create a stablecoin, when they start creating a stable coin to be used by your regular citizen when they come to their place of business, then you have a secondary form of money. So how does that align with the national currency? And so I think overarching, I think that India is wrong, but I think that they are, really taking a look at the potentials for taking out their own national currency that digital assets have, especially when they come in and say, yeah, all 50 and 100 note rupees are no longer valid starting in 3 days. Like, and then they close the bank, right? So, yeah, you've already scared people, especially people that have their money hidden in mattresses and stuff like that. So, it's a very interesting line. Um, so, what else do we have? How am I doing with staying up with the comments, maintaining the dialogue? It was something I practiced last week, so I'm feeling like I'm doing better. Chris Lingheim says, just a Kit Kat finger, laugh out loud. Yeah, that was hilarious last night. Um, Tina, you're back with the naked, I see. Bob, I still think naked. XRP cape and the Kit Kat in a strategic place would be a good costume. Yep, I am thinking so. Um, Different. We are having banks. So David says different. We with having banks in Walmart than Walmart becoming a bank. Governments don't want corporations issuing currency, especially companies with as many customers as Facebook and Walmart. They're really a threat. Um, I'm going to show that. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. I think that they are really a threat. And that's what I was trying to allude to without all my caffeine. But the fact that, governments have a good hold over us. We use their money. It's the only money we can use. We deal with their banks, banks that are following the rules that they've set. And so to have a company that is in a completely different area of business come in and say, yeah, we're a money transaction company and this is our coin, I think is very threatening, especially when you see Bitcoin going up. I'm not really a gold bug, but I thought it was pretty interesting that as the market was tanking yesterday, I think gold went up by, it's at the upper 1400s as of last yesterday. I don't know. I don't have a good site for gold prices, so I'm not going to make myself look like an idiot going and looking for one. But I was listening to Peter Schiff last night. Things I used to go to sleep. Yeah, people ranting about things, but you just at some point fall off. But I was listening to him, and he was really talking about the fact that the Fed had cut the rates, and then what was going on with Trump's tweet, and he was really focused on the fact that it was driving gold prices up as people were exiting the stock market. As the stock market was going down, they were really pushing some of their money into gold, and we were seeing a rise in that. So David, you got to catch a flight. Take us with you. Take us. Great stream. Each stream gets better. Keep up the good work and the dialogue. See you all later. SW, XRP, Angel Connie, and everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Enjoy your flight. I hope you're going somewhere fun. Go find us some of these, right? We don't want pet dolphins, but we would like dolphins to follow us, right? So that would be fantastic. Yeah, I would love to have dolphins swimming in the wake of my boat. Does anybody know why they do this? In Florida, they attract people to their docks in a similar way. It's by aerating the water. That's why they like to swim in the wake of the boat, is because there's a higher water concentration, and I don't, I'm not going to say it gets them high, but it definitely stimulates them, makes them happy. So Tina Hall says, I think the price of XRP is price suppression from the company until the business plan components are in place. Yeah, it's definitely the market's best stable coin right now, right? If you want to fill your bags, I have more of an opportunity. I got paid, right? I don't have the anxiety that, oh my goodness, I don't, is the price going to go up? I need to raid, some other part of my budget to buy right now. If I don't buy right now, oh, all hope is lost. I actually feel that, I'm able to buy in a consistent manner, and add to my holdings without issue. Now, there that's not the truth for some other assets in the crypto market. Lionel will tell you that Bitcoin is going to zero. So as Bitcoin is going up right now, you should actually consider cashing out your Bitcoin and putting it into XRP, because XRP is a lot more stable. But that is not financial advice. You should definitely stalk his Twitter stream to figure out exactly what his position is on that. But he makes me laugh. He has some of the best tweets. And the thing that gets me about Lionel, and I've said this to his face, so I don't mind saying it here, is the fact that he's out there, talking directly to people. Like, I don't know if it is out here. Thank you so much for the retweet, by the way, Lionel. But and maybe it's in the retweet area. But he is it this one? No. But he's out there talking to Pompano. Um, ooh, I'm gonna sneeze. Whew. All right. How do I mute? Oh goodness, I didn't want to sneeze on you guys. So, but yeah, stalk his stream. Definitely, there's a lot of streams to stalk. I will be out on Twitter. I plan on sitting by the pool and hanging out on Twitter. So there will be no stream tomorrow. Yay! I get to relax. Actually, I'm going to spend some time trying to figure out what's up with my stream. So if anybody has any feedback, positive or negative, ideas on what they think I should do, definitely drop me a DM, or splash it all over Twitter. Like, you need to change this. Oh, don't you dare do this anymore. Um, and I will definitely take it into consideration. Next week is a new week, and weekends are my time to put together technology mud pies. So look for great things to come out. Ooh, what's this? All right, let's click on this link. Alexander Holmes, CEO of MoneyGram, announces it's officially using Ripple's XRapid as of this week. They are live. Oh my goodness. Woohoo! This is fantastic. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. That is absolutely fantastic. All right, I've been waiting for this. This is fantastic. I am retweeting this. Wow. Wow. So what do you guys think about this? All right. She knows how to get me excited. I think it's awesome. So definitely make your way over to Twitter, share in the celebration, and yeah, have some fun. Go into nature, go enjoy the wild, figure out where we're going to vacation, because what exotic location should our first XRP meetup be in? I'm thinking Australia, like somewhere beautiful like this. So yeah, I am excited. I am off to do my happy dance in my apartment. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. I think I know a lot of the people that are in the stream. We had Ahmed Ali join first. Baba Shipes, thank you for being here. Pre-Pro Tuck, I also want to thank you. Lily, thank you for stopping in. Lionel, thank you. Lily, Monta Mutamas, Lily Mutamas. So this is somebody who is new to the XRP community. So happy to have you here. XRP Angel Connie, Dansky, thank you for being here. Flora, Amaraza, thank you for being here. Calvin Knight, so happy you dropped in. Jay Vaughn, I really suck with this. Princeton Hunter, Tina Hall, Flora, again, Calvin, Kevin Mile, Mills, thank you. Rippled Nut Peanut Butter, love it. Bob Moneybags, Lionel, Tina Hall, all of you. SW, I'm so grateful that you guys chose to come and drop by my stream. It will be improving. David D, RTB Dutchy. Yes, I'm working to improve this. Chinu Patel, all of you. I am working on building out my stream. XRP Fanboy, and I also saw Aaron Figs. Thank you, all of you, for coming and dropping in. I am growing my channel and trying to bring you the lighter side of the XRP community. So I hope you have a great week. Enjoy the weekend. Connect with me on Twitter. Let's laugh it up, have some fun, find some great news, and I will see you back here next week, 8 a.m. Actually, it's 8 a.m. for me, 9 a.m. Eastern time for some more fun. And if you can find a dolphin, if they'll let you close, kiss it. But, don't get kicked. I'll talk to you later. Have a great one, everyone. Bye.